Mr. Mundalo, from a communication standpoint and from the side of politics and how you want to take a country, what did he miss? And he keeps missing it, right?
Very many times, until sometimes I'm scared about talking about it, because at some point, we look like we are launching attacks on him. But when he comes out to speak, we really have to talk about what he did. And when I look at that interview by Kalonzo Musyoka, why I said that everyone who watched it deserves an award, is because it would be very hard to sit through those 2 hours, because there was literally nothing intriguing about it. There was nothing exciting. And at every invitation for him to outline an agenda, a plan for the people, it didn't come out. It was neither here nor there. Even the people who were interviewing him, you would be able to sense that they were having a hard time, because he was not necessarily answering their questions. He was hijacking their questions midway, creating his and answering them. Okay. And that's why I say that anyone who really put across 2 hours to watch must really be awarded, because it was a difficult 2 hours, not just for the viewer, but even for the person who was actually watching it. Remember, Jagero, when you are coming out to speak to Kenyans and you're a presidential candidate, there are actually 2 things people want to hear from you when you're Kalonzo Musyoka. One, they want to hear, what did you do in the past that makes you the best now? With a 40-year track record that has been canvassed and said every now and then. And 2, they want to hear, what do you have as a plan for them based on your experience about the future? Now, it was rather unfortunate that he could not be able to win. And this question was asked by the Gen Z on the panel. The Gen Z on the panel is the one who asked, how did you do in your time in office? And then Kalonzo proceeds to read out a litany of titles he has held. He says, I was Minister of Environment, Minister of Roads, Minister of this and this, and then I became Vice President. And then he says, it would interest you to know that I actually spoke at the UN General Assembly 7 times. And the Gen Z is wondering, how does that change this country? The Gen Z is wondering, is that an achievement? The Gen Z is then wondering, what is this gentleman talking about, the things that he has achieved? And he says, you see, I was one of the people who escorted Wangari Maathai to go and pick the Nobel. And someone is wondering,
that was an achievement for Kalonzo Musyoka.
And that was really an achievement for him. So someone is not able to see. And then when it comes to even the cornerstone of the conversation about, okay, fine, let us abandon the past. Can we talk about the future? So what are you planning to do? He says SHA is not working. He's asked, so how do you fix it? He says, I don't know, we'll have to audit it first. So when you say you'll have to audit SHA first, someone wonders, how did you know it's not working when you have not even done the audit? He's asked, what will you do in your first day in office? And he blabbers around it. He says he'll start by fighting corruption. Literally, there was nothing tangible that someone could be able to point at. And 3 times the panel kept asking the same question. What is the tangible thing that you're planning to do? At some point, he says that the cost of dying has gone up. I don't know. You say you watched that interview. And I don't know that you heard that. So the reality is that in terms of anything measurable and tangible, that someone who is planning to vote like my brother, who is saying he's in 1 term, would be able to look for and say, because of this reason, I would want to vote Kalonzo Musyoka. It actually does not come out. And even the demeanor, in terms of just, can you just be able to come out as a person who has a plan that is effective for the country? And I think one of the easiest ways, I think, for these people to be beaten in this election is just for them to go for interviews. I think so, because every time they go for interviews, they expose themselves more than they help themselves. So I think it was quite a pathetic one from Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. I wish that he does much better next time.
Mr. Osiemo.
Yes.